Thank you all for being here. I am State Representative Michelle Cook. I cover the 65th District, which is Torrington, and I am here with several of my colleagues, several of their directors, folks that are really involved with food insecurity and feeding folks in need to the second annual Food Insecurity Day here at the Capitol. I'm also here with my counterpart on the Bipartisan Women's Caucus, Nicole Cordes-Dietra, and she will be speaking in a moment. But at this time, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce Karen Thomas, our Friendly Hands Food Bank Director. Karen has been our director for a few years now and has done yeoman's work bringing our food bank from little to large. And we are feeding hundreds upon thousands of families every month. And so I'm going to give Karen the opportunity to speak now, and then we will move on in our program. Karen?
Thank you, Representative Cook. It is my absolute honor and privilege as an executive director of a food bank in Connecticut to stand here in the state capitol building today to talk to you about the second annual Food Insecurity Awareness Day. Food insecurity affects so many people. Not just the elderly, not just the poor, not just a single mom. It affects families, it affects everybody. It could be your neighbor and you don't know it. It has been an honor and privilege to work with Representative Cook to bring the plight of food insecurity to Connecticut and to our people and the legislators, because this is such an important endeavor. When I took over at the food bank as the executive director 4 years ago, we were seeing 500 clients. Today, we are seeing over 10,000 clients. That's in a matter of 4 years. It's important for everyone to know that people next to you, maybe your neighbor, somebody you work with, might be facing food insecurity. And if you don't have food, which is a basic human right, you can't function. You can't go to school and learn. You can't go to your job and work properly. And if your kids are going to bed hungry, that's an absolute shame. There are 92,000 plus kids in Connecticut that are in a food insecure. That's a huge number. So with all of our friends here today, with the help of our legislators as well and the government, we are thrilled to be here. I want to thank you all for coming, and you're going to hear from some great speakers on what they're doing across the state to fight food insecurity. Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. And I think that is really part of this conversation. It's really about education, letting folks know what they might know and being able to find ways to get involved. And that's why this year we reached out so much farther than where we had started last year. And we have all corners of our state represented here with their food banks and their legislators to make sure that you have all the information that you need.